So good day everyone. So today we will talk about the waterfall and agile. So the waterfall and agile models are two distinct approaches to software development, each with its own methodologies, strengths and weaknesses. So waterfall model. So the waterfall model is a linear and sequential software development approach where each phase must be completed before the next phase begins. So the typical phases includes the requirements analysis. So it gathering all requirements. Next is the system design. So it creating architectural and detailed designs. The third one is the implementation, coding and unit testing. So the fourth one is integration and testing. So verifying that components work together. So the fifth one is the deployment. So it's releasing the software to users. So the last is the maintenance, addressing bugs and making improvements. So next is the strengths of the waterfall model. So there are four strengths of waterfall model. So first is the clear structure. So each phase is well defined, making it easier to manage and document. So next is the predictability. So since requirements are set up front, timelines and budgets are more predictable. So the third is the good for large projects. So works well for projects with well-defined scope and requirements. So the last one is the easier to manage. So because everything is planned in advance, project management is more straightforward. So the next is the weaknesses of the waterfall model. So there are four weaknesses of waterfall model. So first is the inflexibility. So once a phase is completed, revisiting it is costly and time consuming. So the second one is the slow adaptation to changes. So requirements cannot easily be changed when development starts. So third is the late testing. So errors are often discovered late in the process, increasing the cost of fixing them. So the last weaknesses is the not ideal for uncertain requirements. So if customer needs are unclear, this model struggles to accommodate changes.
And let's proceed to Agile model. The Agile model is an iterative and flexible approach where development is divided into small increments called sprints. Agile follows principles from the Agile Manifesto, emphasizing collaboration, customer feedback, and adaptive planning. So we have the key Agile methodologies. First, we have Scrum. Scrum focuses on short sprints 1 to 4 weeks with regular reviews. Then Kanban. Kanban uses a visual board to track progress and workflow. And then last, extreme programming prioritizes high quality coding and frequent testing. And then we have the strengths of the agile model. First, we have flexibility. Flexibility, Agile allows for changes in requirements throughout the project. Next, faster delivery. For the faster delivery, frequent iterations mean that working software is delivered faster. Next, customer collaboration. Continuous feedback ensures that the product meets users' expectation. Then, early bug detection. Continuous testing helps identify and fix bugs early in development. And lastly, we have better risk management. Since Agile adapts quickly, risk can be mitigated more effectively. And we have the weaknesses of the Agile model. First, requires close collaboration. Agile teams need constant communication, which can be challenging. Next, difficult to predict cost and time. Because requirements evolve, budgeting and scheduling are harder to estimate. Next, not ideal for large scale projects without clear structure. Managing large teams and projects can be chaotic in Agile is not implemented properly. Last, dependency on skilled teams. Agile requires experienced developers and active customer participation.
So there are comparison table for waterfall versus agile. So the future for there are few future and waterfall model and the agile model. So the future is approach. So the waterfall model is sequential in structure and the agile model is iterative and flexible. And future there is a flexibility. In waterfall model it is low, then an agile model it is high. Then the future is customer involvement. So in waterfall model, it is minimal mainly at the start, and in agile model, it is continuous feedback and collaboration. So in future, there is change management. In waterfall model, it is difficult and costly. In agile model, it is easily adaptable. In future, there is a project size suitability. So the waterfall model it is works best for large well-defined projects. In agile model, ideal for small to medium-sized evolving projects. So in future, the time to market, so in waterfall model it is longer. So in agile model it is faster. So in future, the testing phase in waterfall model it is done after development is complete, and agile model continues throughout development. So in future there are risk management. So the waterfall model it is high risk due to late stage testing. So in agile model it is lower risk due to frequent iteration.
So the conclusion is use waterfall is the project has well-defined requirements, minimal expected changes, and clear timelines. And then use Agile if the project requires continuous updates, user feedback, and rapid delivery of work features.